Hey there, baby dolls. The truth about PulseChain. I know we've been through this many times before. I'm going to come to you with a very nice, clean presentation where we go through many coins, friends. We're just going to see, are other chains actually pumping, or is it all just Solana? The first thing I'd like to show you, though, is the PulseChain versus Ethereum ratio. It is the most important thing to look at. Yes, it looks a bit spotty, it looks a bit clunky, but I have it marked here. It's actually quite down. Now, this is where the launch high price was. It's actually pretty wrecked. It's down 85%. Ouch. You put on a chart. That's actually what it looks like. I mean, that's crazy, okay? Now, of course, we're just going to go in so you get the full picture. But this is really what it looks like. You see, this is just PulseChain launch. It's down 85%. So if it got back to the PulseChain launch high, it's about 6 to 7x on Ethereum. And that is actually no gains yet. That's only the high price. So basically on the launch, if you sold everything to Ethereum, you basically destroy everybody because you get to get back in and get 7 times much. So yeah, it's been nothing but pain and misery here. It is what it is, all right? But is it like that just in the PulseChain ecosystem, or are there other coins we can have a look at to give us an idea of what's going on? Because that ratio I just showed you, friends, that's actually the most important ratio. You know, we all look at the USD pricing here. Of course, PulseChain is now ticking lower and lower and lower. We've seen some capitulation, some depression. I mean, you're going to see more videos, friends. I showed you, right? Like, Mr. Silvertooth went to Litecoin. Wow. So this is the type of stuff you're just going to have to be thinking about. Wow, I wonder if it's really capitulation or something else more sinister is going on. No, I think it's capitulation, friends. I mean, look, Litecoin, man. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. But what I'm going to do is, friends, this is Ethereum's chart, okay? But what we're going to do is, as well, if you go to CoinGecko, while we play some nice gentle angel music, I'm just going to show you some chains here just so you can get an idea of how much, if they're actually moving, okay? We're going to look at BNB, Sol, XRP, okay? So those are the first things we're going to start with. BNB. So what you want to do is, friends, always look at the ETH ratio, BNB ETH. You can actually see, yeah, to be honest, BNB is doing pretty good. Yeah, it's still down 40% from the bottom. This is actually a very, very nice, healthy chart. But like, you ever wonder, why does this chart look like this? It's because Binance, no expectations, are rotating profits in the background secretly to buy up BNB. They just don't tell people they're doing it because I don't think they're allowed to cross the securities laws, okay? So BNB is doing really well, okay? If you check at Solana, okay, so you get Sol ETH, you can actually see Sol ETH is actually also doing very, very well. This isn't the full chart though. If you really want the full chart, you look at the index like that and you type in ETH USD and then you'll be able to just plot it all together. That's the actual full chart. So here it is right now. Yes, Solana versus Ethereum. This is a super strong move up. This is like enormous. Everyone's looking at these like, wow. But then I'm looking at the strongest ones, right? Look what happens when you go to XRP, for example. If you look at XRP ETH, friends, it's going to be a freaking bloodbath as we there you go. I mean, this is crazy, man. This is nuts. This was zombie virus pretty much, okay, or 2020. You see that, man? This is crazy. Oh, wow. It's got to go like 6x just to get back to this low point. So this is pretty much it, friends. XRP, I don't think you ever got any chance to catch up to Ethereum, maybe. I hope you guys get some grace, but this is the XRP versus Ethereum chart, okay? So you get an idea of what things are doing well. You've seen BNB, great. Solana, like super mega great. XRP, still poop. All right, what we're going to do is, if you look at other ecosystem coins, just to have a look, we're going to look at Cardano and Avalanche and then Shib, because Shib also has a chain, okay? Cardano, so we look at ADA, ETH. This is very, very important. Cardano versus Ethereum. Cardano is actually down, friends, down 80%. You also have Avalanche. You can look at AVAX, ETH, important as well. You can see this is actually not going anywhere too. And I just quickly constructed the full chart for you now. I mean, this is 2020 prices. Wow. 2020, it's still 50% down, but you get to see, man. Being down, I just showed you, right? PulseChain's down 85% after the recovery. These other things are either at the high or minus 50%. So, in a nutshell, if PulseChain was about 3x higher from here, people would be feeling a bit better. They'd be feeling a bit nicer. Yes, it would be about if PulseX was 1.5x day one sack, if PulseChain itself was about 3x day one sack, if total hex was about 4 cents ish, that's pretty much oh, well, we're right in line with everything else. But unfortunately, right now, we're in weaky poopy town. Now, this is the Shiba Inu chart, SHIB versus SHIB ETH. This is important too. I mean, this super spike here, it's only down 60%, up here 50%. This is like one of the god charts of all time, okay? This SHIB WETH chart, I mean, it is absolutely crazy, friends, what this thing was able to do. You can even get the full history up here. I know there's a lot of data wicks here, but it starts from the very bottom. You can just see this is just marvelous pretty much to see Shiba Inu doing it as well. So Shiba's like 50 to 60% down. So as you can see, once again, many things are at a certain point. It's just that PulseChain, remember, I was very lenient, by the way. I only chose PulseChain, okay? I only chose PulseChain. But the truth is, if you add up everything, it's actually worse. If you add up Pulse, PulseX, and Hex, you're down like minus 92%. So everything's even lower in that regard. But then if we continue, friends, we're going to look at Polkadot, Chainlink, and let's look at Polygon, okay? Because the rest don't count. So we're going to do Polkadot, friends. See, Polkadot is also getting pretty much destroyed. I mean, down freaking only as well, Polkadot, okay? Remember, friends, if you wanted to look at the real ratios, you have to construct them all yourself, which you have right here, and you have to type in these ones and look at the index of the price so you can construct from the beginning. There you go. So Polkadot, since the launch here, since 2021, it is down 88% as well. So you can pretty much see Richard Heart ecosystem is on par with his Polkadot poop. Also, unfortunately as well, Chainlink is also getting destroyed too. So this is August 2020. Chainlink is down also 88%. Chainlink and Polkadot, funny, they're neck and neck, and they're also getting destroyed in the price. And we're going to have a look at as well at Polygon Matic too. So Polygon Matic, if we have a look here, you just type in Matic ETH. It should be something like here. There you go. It's also down. But remember, Matic has a proper chart, friends, which actually went to the moon later on. So you have to construct the manual ones themselves, which is what I did. And you can see it right now. From 2021 peak, it's down like 65%. So this is actually very, very strong. But it's relative, right? These people don't know they're strong. They pretty much, people holding them are like, oh, nothing's happening. But, you know, they're in a better financial position than most other people. So as you can see, PulseChain is at the bottom tier, very, very bottom weak tier compared to the rest. You have Solana up here. Everything, as you can tell, is about 50%-ish from their top versus Ethereum. PulseChain's destroyed, minus 85%, getting destroyed. And same as like Chainlink's also weak, Polkadot's weak. But of course, you know, this is, look, at the end of the day, friends, you know what you're playing for, man. You're playing for, at the end of the day, you're playing for Bitcoin to do some sort of thrust up. Now, I don't know if it's going to be a left translated cycle, but it does some sort of thrust up, continues, and then the slingshot loads. You remember the famous slingshot chart, friends. I've got the slingshot right here. That's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for Bitcoin to do, you know, something like that. And then we go up like that. And then Bitcoin does a lower high and this thing goes up even more. That might be it, what we're waiting to see. So I've just run through a lot of chains here for you. You've noticed all of those chains, friends, are from old cycles as well. Because if you really wanted to look at stuff, I mean, you could look at stuff like Craptos if you want, right, friends? Craptos absolutely went up as well. I know Craptos is one of the poopier ones. You can always look at Molestia as well. So it's Molestia right here. What you can also look at is Molestia against the Ethereum ratio. And there you go, pretty much as you look at it right now. And it's funny enough, from Molestia, it ran up, friends. Remember, Ethereum ran up here as well. That's why Molestia, if you go to Molestia did like a 10x or something. I think it did it like an 8 or 9x. But because Ethereum has run up as well, it's about a 6x here. It's interesting from the top. Once again, it's about 50% off the high. And you notice this in this, friends. Now we can pretty much put in this Solana. Nothing's in Solana because Solana won. Pretty much Solana is like the victorious one. The rest of them are around 50% from the high. That's the mid tier. And then bottom tier, you have Chainlink, Polkadot, and you have PulseChain as well. That's something to think about, okay? Look, here's the thing as well. PulseChain, I hate to say it, it's being priced as a Cycle 2 coin right now. Clearly, see, Cycle 1 stuff is only 50% down from the top. That's just something to think about. I hope it doesn't continue like that. I hope Richard smashes it with the bigger trade. He made some posts implying like, oh yeah, there's some positive reflexive things you guys don't know about. Like, for example, like we all thought about this as well. Okay, what if it goes up and he just pulls the liquidity and he keeps pumping it up? Yeah, that's possible. But what if Craptos CC doesn't let him do another sacrifice? What if the deflation mechanisms that we need, deflation is in like temporary lockup stuff where people put in money for a sacrifice wallet and then he gets the pump price? Maybe what if that can't happen? So we have a lot of unknowns here. I guess we'll find a way. That's why we're still long and strong. Okay, so I want to show you, right, the truth. How's everything going? You can pretty much rank them up here and there. It would be nice if PulseChain ecosystem was like 3x higher, but I know a lot of you pretty much are vomiting. You're like, man, you're telling me that if it was just 3x higher, we are now like healthy alongside everything else. Healthy for us. Yes, that's crazy, right? Because everyone's saying, well, I thought we need 30x to catch up. It is what it is, man. We need Ethereum to hit above $5,000, $8,000. We'll see what happens, man. We have no idea, okay? Just here along the ride. There's no guarantees. If you make money, friends, a lot of you playing on Solana land, cuck-based land, you get launch pads. So there's a shout out to the Baby Doll in the Telegram community. He's doing like an Avalanche launch pad. They got some winners on them too. I mean, just do whatever you want, man. I mean, VVV launch pad, pay launch pad. I hope everybody wins, but yeah, if you, friends, just please, I hate to say this, but yeah, you're winning on this launch pad, just dump them. Just freaking dump them. Rotate into your core stack. That's pretty much the strategy at this point. You can see it's you're playing for the final slingshot for cycle 2 stuff. Now, obviously, in an ideal world, you can access with me cycle 1 narratives, but new coins of them. We can't. It's rare, okay? And they're very expensive. So, for example, in VVV Launchpad, they try to do some like AI coin. It's tough, friends. You know, by the time VVV Launchpad gets it, because these things get handed around, right? And everybody gets their entry. For one of these coins, I think Alex Becker's even doing it. We were only given, and we didn't do it, $450 million market cap. That's your ICO entry. And you could see T1 was like $14 million. So there's like probably Alex Becker and stuff gets them. You know what I mean? It goes from 14, it goes up every single tier. There's like 25 tiers. So you see what I mean? It's dog eat dog world, man. There's like sharks everywhere trying to eat you up. It is what it is. Let's just hope that real DeFi PulseChain succeeds. And if you're taking profit and stuff here and there, a lot of people wondering, like, hey, do you have so much conviction? Look, man, I like cheap prices, man. I like cheap prices. I don't like buying stuff through the highs. That's it. I know you guys like playing momentum stuff through the highs, but look where that gets you, okay? So just be careful when it comes to this. At the end of the day, you know what you're playing for, man. That's it. We're playing for Ethereum ETF, all the money to come back. We don't know, man. We don't know what's going to happen from here. But if the cycle repeats, okay, you know that. The strategy is still going to be the same. And yeah, we are leveraged on Ethereum just like everybody else in the crypto industry. Like, subscribe, but not catch you soon.